All yours. Thank you.
Excellent. Good morning, everybody. So in today's session, I want to carry on with something we were doing a few weeks ago when I last took the class, which was essentially just sinking through the hips and into the floor and feeling that. But before we do, let's get ourselves started. So I'll get you all just to put your feet together. From there, just let your arms relax down. Feel your weight into the middle of your feet if you can. And just breathing in, lifting up your arms, and breathing out, coming down through the middle. And one salute, so a right fist, left hand over the top. This is just Chinese way of saying hello, goodbye, and all of that jazz. So welcome along. Let's put those feet apart, sink into the stance again. So feet are shoulder width apart. You'll see that my feet are not too narrow, but also not super wide. They're about shoulder width apart. We'll pick up that left arm, nice big strong bicep, point toward it, and repeat after me. Be strong. Be calm, be kind, and try hard. And then just relax your whole body down. So what we want to do now is just focus on our feet. Close your eyes if you like. Focus on your feet, just rocking your body gently forwards and back. Feel the weight transitioning into the heels and into the toes. Almost going too far each time. So you're looking to get just to the edge of your balance, not so far that you actually step, but far enough that you almost want to step and just feel that body. And just slowly rocking into the middle of the stance. So just slowly stopping, feeling your weight come into the middle of your feet. Just relax those arms down. From here, just sit a little bit, bend the knees a little bit. And imagine that your hips are just dropping onto the top of your femurs, the top of your leg bones. Just hold that for a moment, teeth together, tongue on the roof of the mouth, inhaling through the nose. Feel your abdomen expand as you breathe in, and also exhaling through the nose. Allow the abdomen to condense as you breathe out. So just breathing in, breathing out. Each time you exhale, just relax the body, let the tension ooze out and sink into the feet. And while keeping your attention on being relaxed, I want you just to draw your coccyx down, so base of the spine, just lightly pulling it down toward the floor, and the crown, top center of your head, just lifting it up and just letting the chest relax, a little puff of air out, let the chest relax. Stretching the pointer fingers lightly toward the floor. Just hold that for a moment. From here, I want you to imagine that there's a piece of string tied to the end of your pointer fingers. And that piece of string is firstly going to pull your fingers down toward the floor, and then slowly pull your fingers out. Your fingers are slowly going to come out and your arms are going to start to rise. Let the elbows be heavy and dropped. Let your hands come up. Once you get to about shoulder height, just cock the wrists, stretch the fingers out, pinkies toward the floor. Pay attention here for a moment that the shoulders are relaxed still. And bend the knees, open the elbows out. From here, I want you to focus on the idea of just bringing your shoulders back towards your body, then your elbows, and then your hands. When you're as close to your torso as you can get, just let your fingers relax and drop down. And then run your hands, your thumbs basically touching your torso, down your torso. As your thumbs pass your hips, standing back up. And again, stretch the fingers to the floor. Draw the fingers out as if they're being held by string. Keep the elbows and shoulders relaxed. Coming up. Pinkies down, wrists up. Bend the knees, open the elbows out, and come back to the torso, shoulders, elbows, wrists. Relax the hands down the torso as you pass your hips, standing up. One more time, then we'll add how we breathe to it. Stretch those fingers down, out, bend the knees a little. Come up. As you get to the shoulders, pinkies down, wrists up. Sit a little, open the elbows. Come back to the torso with your shoulders, elbows, wrists. Relax the hands, come down the torso. As you pass your hips, just standing up. Now with breath. So breathing in. Cock the wrists, breathe out. Breathe in, sit and open the elbows. Breathe in for a second time. Shoulders, elbows, wrists. Hold your breath for a moment, let your fingers relax. Breathe in for a third time as you come down your torso. And then breathe out as you stand up. And again, breathe in, out, in again. And the fingers relax, breathe in one more time, and out. Go through this 2 more times, breathe in, out. So this should be measured by your breath. So if you're quite short in your breathing, then the movements will be a lot faster. Actually, we'll go a couple more times, I lied. Those hands relax, come down, breathing in again and out. So just keep going for a sec. So as we're doing this, for me, the pace you go is fast enough that you can't think, but slow enough that you can still see. So if you're worrying about whether it's right or wrong, you're going too slow. If you're going so fast that you can't notice any of the movements, then you're going too fast. One last one. Coming up, breathing in, breathe out. Sit, open the elbows, come back, shoulders, elbows, wrists. Relax the hands, breathe in and breathe out. Excellent. And just relax, give yourself a little bit of a shake, let your whole body shake. All right, just wobble it around. I like to think of this as Scooby-Doo, where you just let your knees go in and out, let your whole body just relax and shake. So you're feeling your muscles shake up against your skeletal system, and then just relax again. Excellent. Keep those knees bent. What we're going to do now is we're going to breathe in, bring our palms up. As we come past our chest, we're going to turn our hands over, bring the elbows in, and then we're going to breathe out and press up. From there, let the arms come out to the side and fall down. A controlled fall. Breathe in. Turn the hands over, hold the breath. Breathe out, press up. From here, start your breath in, breathe in. Hold the breath, turn over, palms facing the ceiling. Breathe out, press up. Breathing in. Hold the breath, turn over, breathe out. And again, breathing in. Turn the hands over, breathe out. While you're doing this, just be careful not to lift the shoulders up. Keep the shoulders seated. Breathe in. Turn those hands over. Breathe out. Now breathe in. This time we're going to change a little bit what we're doing. Breathe in, scoop those hands back up. But here, instead of turning both hands over, just turn one over to the top and turn one palm down. And as you breathe out, press up, press down. And from here, drop the high hand. Breathe in, come back, change hands. And just scoop the arms. So you're alternating hands each time. Focus is on the breath and just stretching out through the arms. Bring back to this middle point. One up, one down. Now as we do it, as we come up to the middle, the hand that goes down, we want to turn our torso to that direction and look over our shoulder. Come back, turn the other way. Keep paying attention to how your weight is falling into your feet. You want to keep it balanced in each leg as much as possible. At the end of the movement, just give it a little bit of a stretch. Come back through. One more. And come back to this middle position here and just relax both the arms down and stand up. From here, shoulders, get nice big rotations of the shoulders. Really try and feel this coming from the base of the spine. So from the base of the spine, roll up. Shoulders almost touching the ears and down. So you're also feeling your chest open and close. If I go side on for you and exaggerate the movement, you will see that the whole spine is working. That is an exaggeration, though. It's a much smaller movement, but the feel is from the base of the spine. Change direction. Get one going each way. So you're trying to get one shoulder backwards, one shoulder forwards. I think of this as my shoulders being squeezed together and then opening out. Squeeze together, opening out. Change direction. Excellent. You probably feel and hear lots of pops and crackles through your shoulders. Very important part of the body just to release the tension from. And just relax back down into your stance, let go of the shoulders. From here, this can be quite a challenging one. Try to keep the hips stable, try to keep the knees stable, and just turn the chest. So you want to turn the chest one way, turn the chest the other way, keeping the hips still, knees still. Once you have that, just let the arms go and let the arms be relaxed, and you'll find that they just gently swing up against the body. Once you start to have that, you can start to accelerate the turning of the chest, which will have the arms start to slap up against the body just a little bit firmer. So just really paying attention, keeping those hips still, those knees still. If you find there's a lot of movement through the knees and the hips, bend the knees a little bit further and imagine you're buried in sand. Just keep letting your arms be totally relaxed and just let go with the chest, come back to the middle and just let your arms finish off in their own time. Now we're going to slowly move a little bit lower. So we were just working with the waist, okay? Now we're going to work with the hips. So what I would like you to do is get your knees moving forward and back, toe, heel, okay? So you'll feel your hips are going forward and back with this movement. Your chest is also turning with it. And just with the hands, just lift up as you go forward and let them drop down as you come back. So the purpose of this is essentially just to teach the knees to go forward and back. Knees are a hinge joint. They're meant to just bend and straighten, not turn. So we want to avoid letting our knees shear left and right as much as possible. So knees forward and back. You go, yep, I've got that going on pretty well. Then you can let your arms turn. But again, pay attention to the knees, that the knees are going forward and back, whatever direction the toes are facing. And again, just let the arms be loose. If I turn side on for you, you'll notice one leg straightens. I'll actually put one leg a little bit forward so you can see a bit clearer. You'll see this back leg straightens, and then when I change, the front leg straightens for this, but still with the feet apart. Main focus is just on having the body loose, relaxed, and the breath going all the way down to your tummy, feeling your abdomen expand as you breathe in. Great. And just relax for a moment. And back to the middle, hands on your hips, get those hips turning. Try to keep your head still, so the top of your head's not moving, just looking to have the hips turn, feet are stable, head is stable. Change direction. Excellent. Coming to the middle, finding your weight into the middle of your feet again. From here, what we're going to look at doing is turning the whole torso. You can use your hips for this. Turn the whole torso to one side, just let the arms relax, and just bending from the hips, letting the arms hang, rotating all the way around to the other side, coming up. As you come up, look up at the ceiling, let your shoulders be relaxed. Roll your shoulders down, and each time you roll, just let your arms hang, and hopefully slowly start letting the tension out of the body start going a little bit lower with each turn. Breathing in as you come up and over, breathing out as you go down and around. Again, your main focus is just on your breath and relaxation through the body. Change direction. And just trying to let the body be a little bit like a rag doll. Relaxing your muscles as much as you possibly can. And then coming back up to the middle. Again, just sit into that stance. Hands on hips. Loosen out those hips again. And change direction. And back to the middle. Transferring your weight into one leg. So just slowly move all your weight into one leg. And then just bring your other foot in so your feet are together. And then bend your knees a little bit. Keep your chin up. Hands on your knees. You might find that you want to put your fingers just inside so that your knees don't actually knock together. And from here, just bending and straightening the legs. So bringing the knees forward over the toes and then back to straight. So just before we were talking about the idea that the knees are a hinge joint. They're only really designed to go forward and backwards, but they also need some lateral movement. So from here, I want you to just start circling your knees, basically tracing your feet. So from straight leg, pick one side, go down towards it, to that bent knee position, and then circle back up the other way. Try to keep that chin up, eyes forward. And change direction. And then coming back to the middle, slowly standing up. And just relaxing. So from here, we're just going to practice a little bit of movement. So from here, very small amount of movement actually. So what we're going to do as we breathe in, I just want you to bend your knees just a little bit. Transfer the weight onto one leg. So maybe transfer it onto the right leg. Pick up the left foot, step it shoulder width apart, transfer to the middle. And then from there, transfer to the left leg. Bring the right leg in. Stand up. Breathe in, bend the knees. Put the weight onto the left leg. Move the right leg over. Put your toe down. Transfer the weight to the middle. Then transfer the weight to the right leg. Step the left foot in. Stand up. Do this with relaxed arms, so bend the knees, move the foot out, nice and slowly, transfer the weight, then continue going all the way across. Feet together, stand up. Bend the knees, move the foot back, transfer the weight all the way across. Bring the foot in, stand up. And just continue with that for a moment. You can go as fast or slow as you need. Okay, so again, the idea is if your brain's too busy thinking about lots of things, you're probably going too slow for it. So go a little bit faster, but not so fast that you can't feel the transition of the weight all the way through. Just a couple more. Bend the knees, transfer the weight, step, foot in, stand up. One last one. Bend the knees, bring the foot over, transfer, bring the foot in, stand up. From there, just relax for a sec, give yourself a shake out if you need to. So like I was saying before, just with the knees, just a little bit of wobble in and out, feel all the muscles just shaking up and down. Let go of everything, shake it all out. Feels a bit strange when you first do this, but you're really looking just to let all your muscles bounce up and down off your body. Okay, so from here, I'm just going to turn side on. You can stay facing whichever direction you like, But what we're looking at here is we're going to sit the bum back and down a little bit. And then we're going to thrust the hips forward, extending into the movement. So we're just going to sit back, thrust forward. Okay, so just a couple just like this. You can even put your hands on the inside of your hips, on the groin, and feel the extension through the groin and sit back. So I say sit back because quite often people will sit straight down. We're not looking to sit down at this stage. I'm basically looking to take my bum back and down and then up. Just let the arms hang now. So as I extend my hips up and forward, I let my hands come up. Then I sit my hips down, let my hands relax. So I go up. Motion starts with the hips. I think of this as the downhill skier where I'm trying to just whoosh, get my swings going to propel myself down the mountain. Arms are relaxed. Just really, while you're doing this, just pay attention to the spine. So I'm trying not to roll my spine with this. I'm looking to keep my spine elongated. This is a movement from the hips. And if you want, you can accelerate this movement quite a lot. Breathe in as you come up, out as you go down. It's kind of like throwing a medicine ball at the floor, but loose. Just a couple more. And just relaxing. And from here, just finding your way back into the middle of your feet again if you need to. Just fidget around on your legs, circle it around, rock it back and forward. Really feel how your feet connect to the ground and then find your way into the middle of your feet. So when I'm talking about middle of the feet, let's have a little play with this. So from here, just turn your knees in and feel what happens to the weight in your feet. You'll feel that it comes in over the arches onto the ball behind the big toe and the inside of the heel, right? And from here, just open your knees out and keep opening, and you'll feel the weight transfers to the outside of the feet, the outside blade and the outside ball. What we're looking for is just to come back to the middle. So you can feel the ball behind the big toe and the ball under the little toe are about the same. So it's like an arch going over from the big toe to the little toe. And then from there, let's just go back to this rocking backward and forward. So just feeling the weight go forward and back, toes and heels. All right. So you want to keep that weight even left and right. Then we want to slowly come into the middle of our feet. And just slowly come to a rest. So now you want to feel the weight balance between the front and the back. So the heel isn't holding more of the weight than the toe and vice versa. The weight isn't out to the sides, it's just in the middle of your feet. So in Chinese martial arts, we call the central point of the foot the bubbling well. So essentially we're trying to drop everything down through what we call the bubbling well, so it's balanced on the feet. All right. So from here, just hold that for a moment, close your eyes, breathing in and out. And each time you breathe out, just let yourself relax into your feet. Just another few breaths. Feel your abdomen rise with each breath. Okay. From here, what we're going to do as we breathe in, step your feet together, pick your hands up, breathe out, come back down through the middle, We'll do that one more time. Breathe in, rising up from the wrists, coming down from the elbows. One last time. Again, bend the knees, pick a foot to move out, move it out. Pick up that left arm, make a nice strong bicep, point toward it, repeat after me. Be strong, be calm, be kind, try hard. Let that high hand drop down, breathe in, feet together. And then pick those hands up, one salute. Right fist, left hand over the top. Thank you very much, everybody. I hope that short session is able to let you just drop everything out of the body, relax the mind, pay attention to the idea of breath as being a real tool to relax our bodies and to prepare for every situation that we want to deal with. Thank you very much for your time.